Hello guys, Sujara speaking. Welcome to Bedtime Stories, episode number 306. Today we're going to read you If I Ran the Circus by Dr. Seuss. So let's read it now, shall we? So we got for us. If I Ran the Circus by Dr. Seuss. I would click ball for 1 hour just for the hell of it. Excuse my language, but I'm going to say it anyway. But anyway, If I Ran the Circus by Dr. Seuss. Anyway, let's do it now. Anyway, If I Ran the Circus by Dr. Seuss, published by Random House, New York. Anyway, books by Dr. Seuss, which I'll get to that. Some of them in our Bedtime Stories episodes, but it's copyright 1956 by Dr. Seuss, all reserved, renewed, copyright renewed 1984 by Dr. Seuss, all reserved. And what do you think about it? It was amazing. This book is for my dad, Big Ted of Springfield, for the finest man I ever knew. Okay? Makes more sense anyway. Anyway. And all the whole town, the most wonderful spot, okay? It's beyond Sneelock's store in the big vacant lot, okay? It's just like spot for my wonderful plans, said young Morris McGurk, okay? If I clean his cans, okay? Makes sense anyway. Next page. Anyway. Now, a fellow like me, said young Morris McGurk, could go get rid of this junk that with half hour's work. If we could yank up these weeds and chop down these dead trees and haul it out to these old cars, then there's just 2 or 3. And then the whole place could be a ready, you see. Okay. Next page. Anyway. And the Circus McGurkus, okay? Already to put up tenants for my circus. If I think I'll call it the Circus McGurkus, okay? Makes sense anyway. Wow. Okay. Circus McGurkus, the whole great show on the face of the earth. Or wherever you go. Well, okay. Next page. Anyway. The Circus McGurkus, the cream of the cream. The Circus McGurkus, the Circus Supreme, okay. The Circus McGurkus, the casual, stupendous. Anyway, astounding, fantastic, terrific, tremendous. Bring up the acrobats, jugglers, and clowns for 1,033 faraway towns. Wow. To the place you'll see that, and okay, ladies and gents. Right behind Sneelock's store in the Great McGurk's tents, okay? If I don't suppose to old Mr. Sneelock of mine when he suddenly has a big circus behind. Okay, it's a grand opening, makes sense anyway, so there you go. I'm gonna have to be more specific than that, but you know, that's just me. Next page. After all, Mr. Sneelock is one of my friends. Anyway, he might even help out doing some small and odds and ends. Anyway, doing those odd jobs he could be about some aid, such as selling balloons and the pink lemonade. I think 1,500 gallons would be about right, and then I'll be ready for opening night. Well, it does make sense, and these balloons might make more difference, so there you go, now we can make more difference than that, just because, you know. It's a lot of gallons. Next page. Anyway. What an opening night. What a night, what a sight. I'll hoist up the curtains, the crowds, and we'll crowd on in. My Circus McGurkus will promptly begin with the welcoming toot and my welcoming horn. And by my opening toot, horn tooting apes when the jungles are gone. When the very best horn tooting apes are all born. Because the very fresh air there is fine for those lungs. And some of those fellows have 2 or 3 tongues. Next page. Anyway, this way, step right in. This way, ladies and gents. My slideshow starts here in the first of my tents, okay? when you see what goes on, you may say, no other circus is half of the great circus the Circus McGurkus is. Here on stage 1 from the Ocean of Oath is a sight might most everything a water's main Rolf. How do you pronounce his name? Anyway, you can stand one Whisker, okay? Comment with Mr. Whisker's difference. Anyway, from the dog and the rabbit from the show, Disney show and what Disney television animation they made. Anyway, this one for Rolf on the top of the 5 balls. Wow. Makes sense. 2 for tennis. 3 golf. Okay. It's a marvelous trick. If I say so myself. Pronounce these self wrong, but you know, that's just me. Next page. Anyway. As a stage number 2, here's something quite new. For the country called from come this drum tumbling stomp. You could drum any tune that you might care to hum. Doesn't hurt him a bit, cause his drum tummy's numb. Wow. It could be more different, you know. It just makes sense in any way, even though it's great, it's more different. So there you go on that. Next page. And now meet the food. Wow. It can be different than that. This remarkable food who eats sizzling hot peppers. Yeah. Hello, kind of reminds me of the cereal from the Flintstones difference, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. That fall on the moon, okay. And reason he likes them red hot. Wow, okay. Flintstones difference, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, it appears he greatly enjoys blowing smoke from the ears, okay. Of course, pebbles like this are quite hard to collect. Yeah, pebbles and bam bam. Anyway, but Sneelock will manage somehow, I expect. After all, Mr. Sneelock is one of my friends, okay? And I'm sure he'll help out doing small odds and ends. Okay, next page. Anyway, and on stage number 4, see the Willy Waloo, okay? Yeah, that's the ABC difference. Anyway, who can throw his long tail on the sword of lasso, okay? With a flip of a hip. With the tail and this kind, he can capture whoever is standing behind. He can capture old Sneelock, and I'll show he won't mind. Exactly, 100%, you know. These are tail wagging difference when these whole Willy wanna woo. Next page. Anyway. Exactly, anyway. And now here's a hoodwink, okay? What winks in the wink hood, okay? Without a good wink hood, a wink good. And folks, let me tell you, there's only one circus with wink hoodwinks, the Circus McGurkus. Good. It would make more sense anyway. Next page. Anyway, the show of all shows. There's no other showman who show you a show with a blindfolded bowman. The blindfolded bowman from I can't pronounce this word. Sorry. The world's sharpest sharpshooter. Look at him shoot. Look through the holes in 4 donuts. Wow. 2 hairs on the worm. Wow. And the knees of the 3 birds. Wow. Without making them squirm. Okay. And then for the crab apple up in the head. A Sneelock who likes to help out, as I said. Next page. Anyway. Okay. And now it come up with the spot, okay? There's so many question marks in here. Anyway. Where the spotlight is hot. And you'll see in the spotlight a juggling jaw, okay? We can juggle some stuff. Okay, there's so many question marks going on in the juggling. Anyway. You might think, he could not. You can do stuff you might think he not. Anyway. So there's 22 question marks, which is a lot. Wow. Also 44 commas. And also 1 dot. Period. Something like that. That's a kind of a Circus McGurgus I got. You know, kind of drawings like this, you know, I don't know what to do. It's just drawings like it catches balls and a variety instead of random question marks and exclamation points, commas, and periods. You know, that's just me. Next page. Anyway, but that's just my slideshow. I started beginning. That's where the big tent. Okay. The elephant. Okay. He goes bark all the time. Anyway. You'll find your head spinning, ladies and gentlemen. Why, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, youngsters and oldsters, anyway, your head is quite, lightly spin right on your shoulder, anyway. Your head will quite, yeah. So hurry, step lightly, liftly, quick, ladies and gents, boys and girls, anyway. And quick, you get in your seats in my tent, all tents, okay? My parades is about to commence. Wow. Didn't know that was coming. Next page. Anyway, you see Drum Major Sneelock, Fling Flang, and his baton. Wow. And my Jurgis, come on with his hot steaming top pipes of gold, brass, plated, tin, snoring all sorts of snorts. The blabbering den. That's super stupendous. Comment me a Barney friends difference. Stupendous, Stororis. I don't know these two are very much reward. Sorry. And when I play Dixie, please join the chorus. Okay. Next page. Anyway, the fluff mattered truffle with the ride and the huffle. Okay. And next in the line, a fine flummox with stuffle. Okay. The flummox will carry a large in the pail. And the fipple with the carrier's flummox tail. While top of the flummox, free harp twagging snarp. Okay? Will twang my twangs in their free snarp harp. Okay? While buzzer blows boops on a free nozzle buzzer. Okay? Nozzle boops, blows, floops on a one nozzle noser. Okay? And then comes a lion who partly a trout, okay? Then more stuff. For 45 minutes about. Wow, okay. It just makes more sense in any way. Next page. And then behind him, while everyone stares, comes my to and fro marchers, who marches in 5 layers. The fro's more on 2s, and the 2s more marches on fro's, okay? Don't know how to do it, but that's how it goes. I have to agree, yeah. Next page. Anyway, and now comes an act of enormous amaranths. Wow. No performers perform this performance. The stuns too grippingly. Wow. Snibbery, frightening. Down to the top of my tent like grease lightning. Throw pots full of lots of big stickle push trees. Slice a man, one man on this roller skis, and you'll steer without fear, and you'll know at a glance that it's Sneelock, the man who takes chances after chances. He won't even rip a small hole in his pants. I have to agree 100%. You know, it's great fun, you know. Next page. Anyway, and now here is a cage. Is a beast most furious, who knows far and wide. Spotted curious, who grows, howls, and yawls, okay? Here goes nothing anyway. The most blood-carrying sounds, okay? And each tube in his mouth weighs at least 60 pounds. Wow, okay? And he chews up and cat he needs with the greatest of ease. Things are like carpets and sidewalks and people and trees. Oh, bye. Anyway, with the boss difference. Anyway, but the great Cardinal Sneelock is a great kind of the man who will tame him I'm sure he won't mind. I agree 1%, but that's just me. And look at these eyebrows. But wow. It looks different than this, but eyelashes, but jeez. It's just too much. Next page. Anyway, they'll let Sneewalk out for a few minutes rest. Then high over your head, you'll see the best. Having these two words that has best in it. Of the world's finest, flastiest, breezy temp blazing. My zooming loop, okay. Trot with West Upper Ben Dieseling, who never quite knew, no, someone like that. While they zoom and then they zoom, wherever they catch which one, whoever will catch whom, who will catch which by the what, and then where, or that's just where, when it, which is how part of the air. Makes sense. Next page. Anyway, EE. What a circus, my McGurgus, workers love work. They say, work us, please work us. We'll work and we'll work up so many surprises. You never see half of it, and you have 40 ices. Ices? Okay. I don't know what to do. Makes sense anyway. Next page. Anyway. Sorry about that, everyone. But anyway. And now, again, Sneewalk. Brave Sneewalk is back, risking life in this patient, life-risking track. While the speed stairs, something like that, I don't know. Speeds as I call my correlations, race around the swift cars called the restoration causation, something like that. Sneewalk just lies there, not one bit excited. I know he won't mind. He will be simply delighted. Next page. Anyway, and here it's a contest of Bruce, Light, and Muscle. Okay, Sneewalk, my champ and all champs. Okay, will now tussle and wrestle in the beast. Called the Grizzly and Gaisley, slapping around. Wow, okay. Makes sense. Oh, bad animal. Jesus. Anyway, then you slam him down fastly and pin both his shoulders, tight, flat, something like that, to the mat. Kid Sneewalk, will love it. I'm sure about that. Okay. Whoever made this happen. It's like a tiger or lion, I don't know, or a cheetah. Next page. Anyway, whatever the cat that is. Next page. Anyway, while that just goes on there, look at this go on here. Anyway, have you ever heard of my herd called through horns foot jumping deer? Never heard of it. No, every deer jumps through horns and every peel meal. Wow. For his horns are jumped through at the same time as well as by a deer, whose horns also been jumped through by another who has his horns jumped through as well. Okay. I'm sure Trainer Sneewalk can train them to do. Next page. Hey. Excuse me. Anyway, then the whole tent will ring the hoorays and wild stouts when I wheel in my whales and they turn on the spouts. Anyway, but first my whale number one with an aim and an aim true. With the aim's true. Anyway, spouts a spout that spouts Sneewalk to whale number two. Anyway. The whale number two spouts, they spout like a gun. Anyway, then spouts, old Sneewalk whites back at whale number two. Jesus. And then sports and backwards on spouts and after spout. The great spout rider Sneewalk gets spouted after about just as long as water. Their spouting holds out. Wow. Next page. Anyway, Then my torment nights, okay? Normal apes without fears, okay? Senior Hector, Senior Victor, Senior Bobs, okay? Senior Beers. Get it? Senior Beers? Senior Beers? Anyway, Senior Hawkins, Sir, we've all this, Sir, anyway. Sir, Dawkins, Sir, Jocks, and Sir Jeers. Okay, makes sense. Anyway, well, I love the joke of like Sir Beers. Anyway, I was drinking the beer. Anyway, Jared of the tent, and while everyone cheers, stays in the Ross about Jaws. Anyway, with their boxing glove beers. Wow, okay, makes sense. Next page. Anyway, while all of this, while this scene happening out this word, sorry, goes on below. At the top of the tent, look, the star of my show, Great Daredevil Sealock. Wow. The world's bravest type. He comes pulled through the air by Priest, Stu Brain Snipe, and the dingus magazine attached to this pipe, okay? While people below are all turning chalk white and all biting their fingernails off in their flight. Great Sneelock snores up in the terrible height. We're almost done with this book in this episode. Anyway, then he shakes himself loose. Wow. Okay? He started down the dive, such as no man on earth could come out alive. But he smiles, he falls, but and no fear doesn't it feel. His nervous like iron. Wow. Much like steel, he plunges down, with his hair still coming in neat. 4,692 feet. Jesus, how did that getting hit that far? And then he landed in the fishbowl. Wow. He managed just fine. Though that's how he managed. That's his job, not mine. Exactly. Why? He'll be a hero. And, of course, he won't mind when he finds that he has a big circus behind. So that was I ran the Circus. What do I think about this book? It was amazing. I thought it was a great sequel to If I Ran the Zoo. So far, this book was a success, and that was Bedtime Stories episode number 307. Excuse me. Okay, wait. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned. Next one's gonna be either a Barney book or Dr. Seuss's sleep book. It's one of those sleep books you will ever see. Till next time, this is Joseph Bobby's a baby. Good more Bedtime Stories episodes gonna be soon. Till we say out. See ya.